Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm back doing another Black Ops 3 video. This is something old I just found on my hard drive. It's just a regular, what is this? It's not a Vesper. I don't remember what this gun's called. Anyway, the gun itself is fun to use. It reminds me of the P90, but anyway, that's beside the point. I want to talk about YouTube in this video. So I started to watch some of the old school videos from 2009, 10, stuff like that. Old school Call of Duty videos and just old school YouTube videos in general. And I went back to a bunch of channels I used to watch too whenever I used to play a lot of Call of Duty and played a lot of Halo and all that kind of sorts of stuff. And I've noticed something very common with all the channels that I used to watch. They have switched completely away from what they used to be. I understand that as a channel you're going to evolve if you want to continue to get views and continue to stay relevant, but it's kind of interesting to see how each channel took their own different route and how they've adapted and changed so drastically throughout all the years. And a lot of channels are not even the same anymore. A lot of them have even deleted their videos and just kept the name or kept the channel, so to speak, which I think is kind of unfortunate because I wish they would have kept the videos so I could go back and just watch them for old time's sake, so to speak. There's a lot of YouTubers that I used to watch that I cannot find their old videos anymore, whether they've been removed from copyright purposes or whatever, or they just decided to delete them, which is unfortunate because, like I said, I like to go back and watch those nostalgic videos every once in a while. It's just fun to go back and see how things have changed over the years. And that's just kind of the subject of this video. So I'm sure you guys have been around YouTube just as much as I have, and you've seen how much it's changed. I mean, surely you've been around for the past 5 or 6 years, and YouTube has evolved a lot. It's turned from a little video sharing website into a hobby, into more of a business, which some could argue that's a good thing, some can argue that's a bad thing. There's a little of both, in my opinion, more bad than good, unfortunately. That's just how things are, though. When you mix, a hobby with business, it's not always the best thing. It usually doesn't have the best outcomes. I mean, honestly, YouTube, I get why they went into a business kind of platform. Money, it makes the world go around. It helps you live your life. It helps you get stuff paid for, obviously, and it's pretty much a necessary evil. And I hate to say it, but that's just how money is. I mean, I like money as much as the next person, but I try not to let it dictate my life. But unfortunately, it kind of does dictate your life, whether you are materialistic or not. It's one of those things you need to survive, essentially. And if you live in the United States of America, it's definitely one of the most required things in the world. It's one of those things that you need. But regardless of that, YouTube turned from a hobby into business. And I think it went about it in the wrong way. When they first started off with ads, here and there, little pop-up ads that popped up on the side of the video, didn't really interrupt the video, I was cool with that. When they started to get those little videos where it would pop up on the screen and you could click off of it, I was cool with that. And they started to have the 5-second wait to skip ads. And then they had the 15-second wait to skips. And then so forth. And to me, it depends on the video, obviously, but for the most part, I'm not really a big fan of those ads. I really don't like ads, period, but if the video is less than 10 minutes long, why the hell do we have to wait 30 seconds to watch the video? I understand that they want their money, but in the same instance, it's beginning to be as bad as TV. TV gets, I'd say, about 20% ad revenue compared to the majority of the time it takes to actually watch the whole show throughout, if you consider all the ads and commercials through the time period where it starts and finishes on a network. So we don't need that to be what YouTube is turning into. I really don't want YouTube to do that, but it seems to be heading in that direction, which there's not really a lot we can do about it. You can, of course, voice your opinion, but they're really not going to listen because in the end of the day, they make more money that way, and they're not going to obviously listen to the one that makes them less money. There's not really a compromise. It's kind of one of those things where they either make a lot of money or they don't make a lot of money, and they're going to choose the option that gets them the most revenue. And a lot of YouTubers that went to that direction, I've noticed, and it is unfortunate. A lot of people do what they want to do to get their money, and some, they sell out. It's just how it is. And others, it's crazy how much their content's changed. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say at the end of this video is, moral of the story, don't change who you are, don't change what you stand for, and all that good stuff, because when you start to do that, it changes who you are as a person. I feel like it's obviously pretty much for the bad, never for the good. There's very rare circumstances where you take the business route and it ends up in a positive outcome. It does happen, but it's very, very rare. And honestly, that's what YouTube's turned into. It's turned into a business that has turned people into very greedy people. And that's just an unfortunate thing. You know, I've seen a lot of people that seem really cool, really relaxed and chill, be the most fake people ever. And I'm not calling anybody in particular, because there's not really one specific group of people that can fall into this category. I think everybody at some point has been guilty of wanting that little bit of extra money that they could get off of ads, or just really out of anything. You know, it's human nature. We're gonna want things that aren't really right morally, but it's just human nature. I'm not saying I blame them. I really can't. You know, I'm not here to judge. It's just something I've kind of noticed over the past few years, and I just wanted to talk about it because YouTube's changed a lot, especially this last year or so. I mean, I can't even really find any commentaries anymore. It's like one of those rare things. It used to be the big thing around the 2009 to 2012 era. It was the thing that got you the most views. It seems to have switched to vlogs and stuff. I don't know if I could ever do that. I'm not the, most shy person, but I'm pretty shy when it comes to being in front of the camera with certain things like that. I'm not one to just go around in public and have a camera pointed at my face and say, all right guys, this is what we're doing today. And like and subscribe, favorite, all that shit. I can't do that, man. I can't see myself actually doing that, especially in public. It'd be a little bit different if it was around my house and stuff. But just going out in public, a lot of these guys are doing, I don't think I can do it. It would feel weird to me. But hey, I mean, it's not my cup of tea. I like sitting in front of a screen and talking to you guys a little bit. And it's different when I'm actually gaming and I got the webcam on me. I feel like that's different than vlogging because it's just weird. It's hard to explain, right? Like when you're gaming or playing a game or something like that, and you're talking behind a screen, you really don't feel like you have to, I guess, put on some kind of act. You can kind of just be natural. I feel like a lot of these people that do vlogs, they're not who they really are. But I mean, that's the case with really a lot of people on YouTube, man. I mean, it's how it is. But I guess some other things I want to mention in this video really quick too. Updates on the car. I'm still trying to get money and stuff, obviously saved up for this vehicle. I still got to decide on what I really want. Again, I'm probably still leaning towards an American muscle car. Nothing too crazy. I mean, I just want something decently reliable. And the reason I want to go the American car route, or a very cheap foreign car like a Honda or even an Acura, they're relatively cheap to repair if they do have issues. I want something like that because it'll, in the long run, save me a lot of money. Because if it does tear up, it won't be too expensive to fix, unless I obviously wreck the vehicle, which that'd be unfortunate, but that's going to cost a lot no matter what vehicle you have and no matter what insurance you have. It's just going to be a bad day in general. But still have yet to decide on the car, like I said. I still don't even know if I want a car. I might want a truck. I'm not exactly for sure. Right now I have a 2001 Ford Ranger XLT. So it's got a V6 motor in it. And it's not the nicest truck, but I still love it to death. It's been around for 5 years now. It's done really good to me, and the reason I wanted a new vehicle in the first place was because this truck is getting old. There's a lot of mileage on the transmission, and I really don't want to pay $1,500 just to get that fixed. I'd rather have a newer car and occasionally drive the truck when I need to do work-related stuff. But that's the story with the car, and that's the subject of the day, really, is just how much YouTube's actually changed, how much gaming has changed, and I think it's worth noting. It's something interesting. It's not really a negative thing. It's just interesting to see how much it's evolved over the past few years. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about all this. But you guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.